Hello and welcome to another GCSE revision video, and in this video we're going to be looking at the past paper for the May 2017 Foundation Tier Non-Calculator paper on the 8300 series AQA papers. Alright, we're picking up in question 6, which reads 500 people are asked if they drink coffee. 9 out of 10 say yes. 20% of the people who say yes drink at least 3 cups each day. And then question 6a says complete the frequency table. Well, I'm glad there's a frequency table because that information is actually quite difficult to process. So let's have a look. We've got 500 people drink coffee, so the first thing says 500, which has already been filled in for us. That's very kind of them. So 9 out of 10 say yes, which means 1 out of 10 say no, and 1/10 of 500 is just 50. Now if 50 people say no, then the remainder, which is 450, say yes. So 9/10 of 500 is 450. We could have probably worked that out for ourselves by saying 9 times 5 is 45, and then so that's 45 with 2 zeros, and then because we've got to divide by 10 we lop one of the zeros off, so we're left with 45 with 1 0, so that's 450. Okay, we're told 20% of people who say yes drink at least 3 cups each day. Well, 20% is 1/5, so the easy way to do this is just to divide 450 by 5 and to know our times tables and say, well, 9 times 5 is 45, so the answer is 9 with just 1 0. Of course, if we didn't know that, we could say 20% is 20 over 100, which that can cancel as 2 over 10. So what we could then do is divide the 450 by 10, so we're chopping the 0 off, and so it's just 45 times 2. Well, 2 times 40 is 80, and 2 times 5 is 10, and 80 plus 10 is 90. So that's another way you could have done it in your head. Okay, so now that means that 450 minus 90 people say no. So, well, 450 minus 100 is 350. Add 10 is 360. But I'm going to make that look like a 5 so that an examiner doesn't mistake it for a 3. Okay, so that's part 6a. Part 6b says what fraction of the 500 people drink at least 3 cups of coffee each day? Give your answer in its simplest form. Well, that's the fraction of the 500 people is 90 divided by 500. So there's the number that drink at least 3 cups each day, so that's 90 out of 500. So what fraction of the 500 people drink at least 3 cups of coffee each day? Well, that's 90 out of 500, and that answers the first part of the question. And then it says give your answer in its simplest form. Well, the first and most obvious thing we can do is chop a 0 off numerator and denominator, so that gives us 9 over 50. Now the question is that in its simplest form? Well, 9 is 3 times 3, and 50 is 5 times 5 times 2, or 25 times 2. 5 squared times 2 has nothing in common with 3 times 3, so there's no common factors, so it cannot be simplified. So our answer is 9 over 50. Okay, I hope you found that helpful. I'd like to wish you every success with your revision and every success with your exams, especially if you're taking them this year. and I'll look forward to seeing you in another video.